I'm starting this look off with a deep matte chocolate brown shadow. This is the shade Bravery from CoffeeBreakwithDani's Metamorphosis quad from Colourpop, and I'm using a short, dense brush to pack that all over the moving part of my lid, being a little careful to avoid my inner corner. Next, I'm moving on to a lighter matte neutral brown, and this is the shade Strength from that same quad, taking the fluffy end of that same brush and running that through my crease. Moving on, I want to illuminate my inner corner with the shade Hope, which is this beautiful iridescent purple shadow, once again from that same quad. I'm using a pencil brush from Bdellium Tools to pack that not only on my inner corner, but also slightly on the inner part of my lower lash line as well. Next, for the most stunning shadow in this collection, my opinion, this is the shade Kindness, and I'm using my finger to pat that all over the moving part of my lid to create this beautiful, transformative teal over that matte brown. I want to polish this look up a little bit with some winged liner, so I'm going with Covergirl's new Intensify Me liner and applying a relatively thick line all the way across my upper lash line and adding a slightly dramatic wing. The size of the wing is totally up to you, and the liner itself is completely optional. I just really thought that's what this look needed for me. And then to smoke out the lower lash line here a little bit, I went in with the liner I've been raving about recently from Bella Pierre. It's their pencil gel eyeliner in basic black, and I just applied that, smudged that all over my lower lash line. Moving along to the rest of the face, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation, and I'm using Sigma's 3D HD Kabuki brush to blend that in all over. This is a look that I felt the eyes were super dramatic, so I wanted a foundation that was relatively full coverage but still let enough of my skin shine through so that it looked natural and nice and glowy. The rusty brown undertone in the shade Kindness has a tendency to bring out my under eye circles, so I wanted to combat that a little bit by using some concealer. This is Urban Decay's Naked Concealer. I'm applying that directly to my under eye area to cancel out and eliminate any of that under eye discoloration, and I'm just using that same Sigma 3D HD brush to buff and blend that out. Then, to not only set everything and add a little bit of extra coverage, I'm going in with Serenity Scott's Pressed Powder Foundation and patting that all over where I just applied that concealer, once again using that same Sigma brush. I didn't want the brows for this look to be too dramatic, so I'm going in with e.l.f.'s newest brow pencil, first using the spoolie on the one end to brush them out, brush any product that might have gotten into them out, and then just going in with the pencil side of things and gently, very softly filling them in. I nearly forgot my lashes for this look, so I'm going back and applying Butter London's new Iconoclast mascara. I used this in the most recent tutorial I did, using it here again because I've really been liking it, applying a few coats to both my top and bottom lashes. Back to the face, I am using a product that doubles as both a blush and bronzer on my skin tone. This is Borghese's blush in the shade Thrill, and because it is a peachy toned blush that verges on a light cool bronzer shade, I'm not only applying that to the tops of my cheekbones as a blush, but I'm also running that through my temples and underneath my jawline to double as a all over, not quite contour, but more so bronzer as well. I'm giving my cheekbones a little bit of extra oomph and going in and applying Rouge Benny Rouge's highlighting powder in the shade Goddess. I'm finishing off this look with the lips. I created a little bit of an impromptu color cocktail, first starting off with City Colors City Chic lip liner in the shade Natural. I both lined and filled my lips using this lip pencil, and then I went in with Soap & Glory's Sexy Mother Pucker Pillow Plump XXL lip gloss in the shade Nude in Town. And after I did this, I thought things just looked a little too cool, a little too dead, so I wanted to warm it up, give it a little bit more life with a pink tone. So I used e.l.f.'s moisturizing lipstick over top. This is in the shade Pink Minx, one of my favorites from this line, and it did the absolute trick. And that is everything I did to create this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!